So this is the UAP detection dashboard. Right here you can see several of our cameras. You can see the PTZ camera, all-sky camera, thermal camera, and UV camera. You can also see some readings coming from the sensors on board Dionysus. From the GPS you can see the altitude, you can see the electromagnetic field strength, RF levels, system status, and alerts. Here's some more of the sensor feeds coming from Dionysus. Sometimes we get a signal loss because of Wi-Fi or internet connectivity issues, but signal definitely picks back up. That's why it's important to have fail-safe measures and auto recovery measures. And so yeah, you could see counts per minute from the Geiger counter. We have 2 tubes, so you can see both of them here. Going over to the spectrum analyzer, going from around 0 to 6 gigahertz. It's basically a frequency scan of the local radio environment to see the power output level, so you can see what's broadcasting in the area. And then you have a real-time waterfall showing over time what were the intensities of the power outputs at different frequencies. On board Dionysus, we also have an ultrasonic microphone that goes up to 192 kilohertz. You can see that here, the spectrogram on the bottom. We partnered with a company called Weird Technologies, and so we've used their patented algorithms to show conscious intention, how we can pick that up, and how it relates to interacting with UAPs. So these are 2 random number generators that are outputting random zeros and ones, and you can correlate these 2 outputs through different means, and you can see when anomalous events take place. We have a muon detector on board, basically 2 scintillators that are being compared, and when a particle passes through both of them at the same time or very close in time, it's a coincidence. That's what it's called. So that's a cosmic ray. And so you can see the flux, the counts per minute of that cosmic ray, and this is the raw ADC values from that device that's on board Dionysus. We have our passive radar system listed here from Dionysus so that you can see returns from objects flying overhead, and you can see the ADS-B ground truthing from these orange objects. It's also showcased here in a separate view. You can see different types of airplanes that are flying overhead, and you can get information. And we're receiving this data directly from the transponder that's on the airplanes, and that's ADS-B. You can see some of our sensors here that are part of the Dionysus system. And then moving over to Nemesis, which is our consumer passive radar. This showcases the low-cost $500 consumer product that we're ready to ship for beta testing for first few customers who would like to try it out. Definitely reach out to us if you'd like to purchase one and be interested in beta testing. We also have some preview features of what we plan to do in the future. So with multi-static radar, what that is, when you have multiple nodes, you can actually triangulate in 3D space objects. And so that's what the multi-static approach is. And what I can actually show you is if you were to set up a Nemesis node in San Francisco, one in Oakland, and one in Berkeley, what you would be able to do is actually triangulate unknown objects. And you can get a 3D position of those objects using multiple passive radar nodes, such as Nemesis. And so this is a preview of what's to come when we have enough nodes out there. So the first 10, will be part of the network. We have some functions to export radar tracks, so you can see all the different types of radars, whether they be unknown objects or aircraft. Other types of export features for ADS-B, device health, alert histories. These are in preview mode right now. And then the raw console output from the Nemesis device. And then now we have Sotera. Sotera is a satellite tracking application. It's also on iOS. And so the premise is when people go outside and look at UFOs, you can probably figure out which one of those are satellites. And so this is a feature to be able to help people turn unknown objects to known objects. And so there's a top-down map. You can change the ground radius here. And you can change the different types of satellites that are shown. You can also do a sky view. Show more satellites. And then these are all listed in case you like to view them that way. We can also change the source of the input for where it's localizing and where it's generating the satellites. So it can come directly from the Dionysus sensor or the Nemesis sensor. It can come direct from your actual viewing device when you have access to our dashboard, or you can manually put one in. Let's say you're on the other side of the country, you can put your own GPS location. And in the future, our goal is to have the world's first UAP detection network. So no matter if it's in North America, Asia, South America, Europe, we're looking to expand coverage and provide, humans with the technology to be able to understand reality. And we have some different features here showcasing some of the consumer passive radar maps. If you have multiple nodes and you have different types of targets, you can see them on a type of map here. Also a feature where you would see your nodes. Let's say you own more than one Nemesis passive radar, you'd be able to see it here. You'd also get alerts from your Nemesis passive radar system, and then you have your settings. Let's say you want to change the reference channel for the passive radar configuration, you can do that here. And you can also change settings in your account for your information or subscription. We plan to have a low-cost $20, $19 a month subscription service for people to have access to cloud storage and for us to be able to release new cloud features for the devices that we sell, as well as for the enterprise system, which is Dionysus, have some enterprise features as well that we can grow revenue with and actually be a profitable business so that we can continue making products for researchers and people in the UAP community, as well as integration with API keys so that, let's say you want to connect with a different data source, or if you want to export your data, you should be able to do that no problem. And that's it. Oh, actually one last thing. We have an AI assistant, so you can ask it, what is this dashboard about? You can ask it questions about what's on the dashboard and it can help you. So yeah.